What if I told you that the world's largest wealth manager is quietly preparing to offer Bitcoin and Ethereum trading to its richest clients? Not a crypto startup, not a hedge fund, but UBS, the Swiss banking giant that manages $4.7 trillion in assets. For years, UBS stayed away from crypto. They called it risky. They called it uncertain. They avoided it. But now that stance is changing, and this shift could reshape how traditional wealth views Bitcoin forever. In today's video, we'll break down what UBS is actually planning, why this move matters far beyond crypto, what it tells us about Bitcoin's long-term role, and what this means for retirees, long-term investors, and legacy wealth. Let's start with the facts. According to a Bloomberg report, UBS plans to allow select private banking clients to trade Bitcoin and Ethereum. This is not public trading for everyone. This is private banking, ultra-high net worth clients. UBS manages around $4.7 trillion, making it the largest wealth manager on Earth. The rollout plan looks like this. First access, Swiss private banking clients. Possible expansion later, Asia Pacific and the United States assets supported initially, Bitcoin and Ethereum only. And here's an important detail. UBS has been talking to crypto partners for months, but has not finalized the structure yet. This tells us something critical. UBS is moving slowly, carefully, and strategically. This is not hype. This is institutional risk management. Let's put this into perspective. UBS clients are not day traders. They are retirees, multi-generation family offices, institutional allocators, long-term capital holders. When this kind of money asks for Bitcoin exposure, banks listen. This move signals three major shifts. 1. Bitcoin is no longer seen as temporary. UBS avoided crypto for years. Now they are planning direct trading access. That means Bitcoin has crossed a psychological threshold. 2. Demand is coming from clients, not marketing. UBS didn't wake up and decide to love crypto. Their wealthy clients demanded access. 3. Legacy finance is adapting, not fighting. The Bitcoin versus banks narrative is changing. Banks are now integrating Bitcoin on their own terms. For a long time, UBS publicly dismissed crypto. They described it as a limited segment of digital assets. The bank avoided direct crypto offerings because of regulatory uncertainty, volatility concerns, reputational risk. This cautious stance wasn't unique. Most major banks did the same, but something changed. UBS is not operating in isolation. Other major banks have already moved. JP Morgan offers crypto-linked products. Morgan Stanley allows Bitcoin exposure for wealthy clients. Goldman Sachs re-entered crypto trading desks. If UBS stayed out, they risked losing clients. Wealth management is competitive. Clients will move their money if their needs are ignored. UBS didn't change its view because Bitcoin got louder. They changed because capital demanded it. UBS CEO Sergio Ermotti has been clear about one thing. Blockchain is central to the future of traditional banking. He has highlighted efficiency, scalability, cost reduction, faster settlement. This is important. UBS doesn't see blockchain as a trend. They see it as infrastructure. Bitcoin and Ethereum are no longer experiments. They are becoming financial rails. This is not a sudden move. UBS has been quietly building blockchain infrastructure. UBS Digital Cash 2024. In November 2024, UBS launched UBS Digital Cash, a private blockchain pilot designed for multi-currency cross-border payments. Focused on institutional efficiency. UBS Tokenize UBS also operates UBS Tokenize, which allows on-chain issuance of financial products. Tokenized bonds, tokenized funds. Most importantly, UBS launched the first tokenized money market fund on Ethereum. This tells us something powerful. UBS trusts Ethereum enough to build real financial products on it. Direct Bitcoin and Ethereum trading is simply the next logical step. Right now, UBS is selecting partners. No official launch date, Regulatory compliance is the top priority. UBS has stated it is monitoring market dynamics and exploring initiatives aligned with client needs and regulations. Translation? They are moving, but carefully. If UBS goes live, it becomes the largest traditional wealth manager offering direct crypto trading. Other private banks will follow. Bitcoin's legitimacy increases globally. This is how adoption really happens, not through hype, but through quiet institutional acceptance. This story is not about price. It's about positioning. Bitcoin is being integrated into legacy portfolios, offered alongside stocks and bonds, treated as long-term wealth infrastructure. For retirees and long-term thinkers, this matters. When institutions like UBS enter, volatility reduces over time, custody improves, regulation becomes clearer. Bitcoin is not replacing banks. Banks are adapting to Bitcoin. UBS spent years avoiding crypto. Now they're preparing to offer Bitcoin and Ethereum trading to their wealthiest clients. That tells us everything. This isn't a trend. This isn't speculation. This is legacy finance adjusting to reality. The details are not final, but the direction is clear. Bitcoin is no longer knocking on the door of traditional finance. It's being invited inside.